I'm so excited that you're here. I'm about to color my own hair. So I know you guys always ask, especially my salon friends, you're always like, I can't believe that you color your own hair. So here we are today. Come hang out with me as I color my hair. I'm gonna put a little bit of skincare on too, to just sit on my face while I'm coloring my hair. I would definitely say do not do this at home. I am a licensed hairstylist. I've been doing my own hair for 10 years, minus a few times when other people have done it. But it's few and far between. Sometimes I go years without getting my hair done. Just do it myself. All right, so I've got some skincare on. Let that sit while I put my color on. So I just need a little root touch up, but also I'm really tired of it being so, it's not brassy. It's just more of like a natural, like a level 8-ish blonde, and I want it to be a little bit brighter. Plus I'm so blonde up here. I need to put some more blonde like up in here. So I'm gonna do that. And last time when I did my hair, I just kind of took at the end with my fingers, which I don't recommend. Listen, I probably have no fingerprints from the amount of bleach that has been on my fingers. So it doesn't bother me having bleach on my hands, but I wouldn't recommend that at home either. All right, so what I have is some lightener in a bowl with 20 volume. And then I also have, I'm also gonna try to make my base a little bit lighter as well. And see, I don't have, can you guys see? It's just like a 1/4 of an inch regrowth, but I'm going on vacation next week. And by the time I get to next week, yeah, you guys see that? It'll be out of control. My hair grows really fast, and I just started collagen again, which means it's really gonna grow. So this right here, instead of me doing a 7, I'm doing an 8. So just going up one level, and it shouldn't be that big of a difference, especially with me putting some highlights in. We'll see how this does. So I'm just mixing up my root mixture right now, and I'm gonna apply it. Hi. I don't have my glasses on, so it's really hard for me to read all of the comments. All right. So I'm just taking a little bit. I'm gonna touch up my roots. Like I said, I don't have my glasses on. Probably should have put my contacts on, but I have a very busy day, so I'm just trying to get this on and go. But we gotta cover up this gray. I grayed very early, like my 25th birthday. I woke up and I like had a patch of gray. No joke. So I'm trying to just touch where my gray is. Also, one thing that I do, which is why it's so dark up underneath, this is actually my natural, other than me taking some some lightener or bleach, if you want to call it, and running it through the ends. And I am not saying that this is how I apply on everybody else. This is just how I apply color on myself, because this is just, it works. Hey everybody, welcome. So I am just applying some hair color. I'm a hairstylist here in Florida, and I'm a suite owner, which means I do hair by myself, and I don't have anybody to do it, and I'm not going to take the time to go and sit at a salon. I also am a busy mom and a travel agent, so when I'm not doing hair, I am crazy. Like, I just have so many things going on, which is great. I also have a new puppy, a little golden retriever. He's now 7 months old, and he is, you know, he's in his little teenager stage. So I just don't have time. I do my own nails. I do my own hair. Like, you know, there's a benefit to being in the beauty industry and knowing what you're doing. It is harder to do it on your own hair, though, I will say. If I could just, you know, plop my head off and put it on a tripod, it'd be fine. My hair would be looking good. All right, so I did this half, and then now I'm going over here. So for those of you who just made it, this is just, I'm just going in and doing a little root touch-up, covering the gray. It's honestly not that bad right now, but I'm going on vacation next week, and I want to get this gray covered before I leave because I just started collagen, and I know my hair is going to start growing like crazy. And if I don't do it by the time I leave for vacation, she's going to be shining. I also don't have my glasses on, guys, and I am blind. I'm old, gray, and blind. So if you guys leave comments, I'll go back and read them, but I just cannot read anything right now. Look at that gray. That's my hidden spot right there. God, it's like solid white. So I am going to put some highlights in here in just a minute. I'm just going through and doing the base. If y'all hear some chewing, it's just this, my golden puppy. He's down here below me, just like chewing on a bone. I'll show him in just a second. He's so cute. Probably should have mixed up some more. I didn't realize how much regrowth I had. Phew, Lord, y'all, this gray. I hope that everybody's having a good Saturday. I have so much to do. I'm gonna film today. I always say film. I'm gonna record a video on how we are preparing for our next trip. So we are headed out of town, and we are doing a bunch of hot weather activities. So it'll be a different type of pack with me. More swimsuits, stuff like that. Finn, bud. Y'all, I thought he was chewing on his toy and he wasn't. I don't know what he just ate. That's great. It's like whenever you have a 7-month-old puppy, it's like having a newborn again. I don't know what, and then also it's almost like, which I never had a second child, but they say, you know, once you get through that newborn phase, you forget about it. When it comes to dogs, you really do. You just forget about it. Look at this dog, y'all. Say hey. Say hey to YouTube. You getting into trouble? Yeah. What'd you eat? What'd you eat? I cannot with this dog. Okay, so my base looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. For those of you who didn't make it earlier with my base, I am making it a little bit lighter. I went a level lighter, so normally if you think about the color scale, 1 is dark, 9, 10 is going to be the lightest. I'm usually a 7 base, and I went to an 8. Just trying to, as I get lighter and whiter, naturally, trying to blend with that a little bit more so I can go longer in between. And then also mix up some lightener because I want to put, let's bring this back. So this is typically where I part my hair, and I am wanting to put some highlights back through here and then also refresh this. And then in the end, I'm gonna pull some through on the ends for just a little bit because it's not bad. I've definitely been worse, but I want to have like some bright pieces. Like I love that. I love having a lot of dimension. So you can see last time when I did my hair, how I hit this piece, like how nice and bright it is. There's just a few, like see this down in here that I want to hit. Can you see that? Like I'm loving these, which I do have a window open, so it is much lighter over here. Okay, so let's get to foiling. Once again, do not do this unless you are a licensed stylist. I don't want you like hurting yourself with bleach. Like I said, my hands are in bleach all the time. It doesn't bother me. It's probably not good, but it doesn't bother me. Also, this is not how I foil other people's heads. So do not come for me when you see my foil technique. We just go with it, okay? Be nice. And also, I don't have my glasses on, and I should have put my contacts on. Okay, I mean, that looks pretty good right there. Cute little weave right there. All right, so the best thing about putting that base on is that my foil is gonna sit in that color. And then I'm literally just gonna lay that down and then start pushing it up as close as I can. It's hard to do this and then also try to show you guys, but we're gonna make this work. All right, so I get some lightener on my brush. I'm gonna apply it kind of mid here, and then feather it up. Here's the thing too, like if for some reason I get some random bleeder, I know how to fix it. If you're doing this at home, you're not gonna know how to fix these little spots. So don't be doing this at home. This is just for entertainment purposes only. And don't be coming for me. This is not how I highlight my client's hair. Maybe I'll go live one day and show you guys one of my foil clients. Maybe I can talk Emma Grace into doing that. I bet I could. Everybody wants to know how I do Emma Grace's hair. So, all right. You can see, I mean, it's so hard to close this foil package. Like, while I'm trying to look, that's ridiculous. See how crazy that looks? But it's gonna work. I can't wait to show you guys the after. It's gonna look good. I just know it. So usually I would take, like, I don't know if you guys saw this section that I just took. It was pretty big. But then I'm reminding myself, no, you want to be blonder up here. So we want less dark. I really cannot see what I'm doing. I wonder, I'm gonna put these on for just a second. I'll wipe the color off. Just keep amazing myself with these pretty little weaves. All right, once again, sticking that down into the color. So I get some grip. And then I'm gonna really focus over here where it's dark. I'm already light right here. So I'm gonna kind of let that go forward. Hit this dark right here. Oh, now I've got my glasses on. I see Glow Up and Go said, did you go to cosmetology school? I did. I'm a licensed hairstylist. I've been in the beauty industry since 2004. But I went to cosmetology school like in 2011. I worked in a hair salon throughout my college career. And then after I graduated, I went back and got my license. So this foil shifted on me a little bit. So if you see, I'm just kind of moving this around to make sure that everything's covered up here. I also have been doing these awesome press-on nails. I'm obsessed. All summer long I've been doing it ever since I went to the hair show at the beginning of June in Orlando. I didn't have time to get my nails done, so I just bought these press-ons from Amazon, and I got a whole bunch of different colors, and then in the hotel room the night before the show, I just put them on, and they lasted me for 2.5 weeks, and I couldn't believe it. And then I just kept doing that. So, let me see if I can fold this. It's so hard to fold these and not really be able to see where I'm going with it. That one's better. So you'll see on my nails, I have two different, I was at the salon yesterday and these came off. So I had this set down there. So I put these on really quick just so that I had nails on while I worked. And then I have a new set for vacation because we are going on vacation next week if y'all didn't make that part of the live. So I'm gonna take these off tomorrow and put a whole new set on. You know, it was getting to the end of they're all ready to come off. So, all right, so I'm really hitting this little recession line right here because, actually, where's my foil comb? I'm gonna get this guy out. This is where I'm the most gray. Once again, hitting this dark that's back here in the back first. You want to be really careful with lightener. Obviously, it will burn your hair off. And previously bleached hair does not need to be overlapped unless you want to push the envelope like I do and break some of the rules. And here at the end, you'll see that some of the hair that's left out, I will actually go through and put some lightener on those ends to bring it up. All right, I'm gonna go back to this really blonde piece here and just hit the root. Oh my gosh, y'all, it is raining outside and I just went to the salon to get this hair color and it was beautiful. That's what you get with Florida weather. It could be like super sunny outside and then all of a sudden just pouring rain. And thunder, I just heard thunder. Oh, no, I didn't, that's Bo. Bo's coming in here. Okay. Not perfect, but it will do. It will do. Alright. I want to do just a little tiny thin line right here because I don't like to have my highlights just back to back. Let's see if I can do it this way. Okay, now I'm going to take this piece and see if I can't. I did a pretty intense arm workout yesterday, so me holding my arms above my head right now, I'm dying. All right. If you had any advice to give a young girl that wants to be a hairstylist, what would it be? I have a whole video on that. Please go to the channel and take a look at that. I have what it takes to be a cosmetologist, what to expect at cosmetology school, and then a video on what to expect whenever you get out. I'm definitely here for, I absolutely love the business of cosmetology and the success of other stylists. So, you know, for me, it's like you have to set yourself up from the very beginning. And you have to find a salon that is your vibe. Like, that is so important because, and then once you get in the salon, if it's not your vibe, don't be afraid to just leave rather than harboring resentment towards that owner. Just leave, you know. I think the issue with new cosmetology students and people who just get out of school is that they're afraid, like they get upset because things aren't working out, but they don't communicate that it's not working out. I hope that that makes sense, but it's like they're almost scared, but you know, you just move on and you go find another place. Don't stay. If you stay, you're going to harbor resentment, and then you're also more likely to leave the industry. I want to say I put the statistic in the video, but it is such a high number of, I want to say it's like 60 or 70% of hairstylists that start school, they quit within the first 2 years. And that's all because they just don't set themselves up for the right thing. They're not, here's the thing too, is that I think in this day and age, everybody is just looking for like that quick, all of a sudden you're going to make tons of money. And you just have to know that like your first 5 years of cosmetology are going to be so difficult. I'm not going to like sugarcoat it for you. It's going to be hard. Like you may end up having to have a second job or working as a receptionist, like unless you put in, oh, thank you for subscribing, of course. Unless you put in the work, I don't know, like you're just not going to be successful. This isn't something that is like obviously you can use social media to grow your business, but it's not going to be something that you only work the hours that you want to work, and you know, you just have to have commitment. If you have commitment, you know, you'll end up like me. I work Monday through Friday from either 7:30 or 8. It just depends on what my clients have going on with their schedule, till 2:30. I don't work past 2:30. That's when my son gets out of school. And I'm completely booked, and I have a closed wait list. A lot of people don't believe in that, but for me, that is what works. And I love my clients. We are all family, so I'm not trying to say, oh, well, I'm so booked out that I'm going to start raising my prices to get them out and get new clients in. Like, I could do that, but I think about, you know, my mental health, and I love my clients. I don't know, everybody comes to you for a reason, and we're all family, and I'm not pushing anybody out. Like, I love all of my peeps. So that's just my choice, and you have to kind of make those decisions, you know? Like, whatever works best for you. But that time will eventually come. Unfortunately, when you first get started, you just have to take any and everybody. So I hope that that makes sense. You just got to put the work in. But it is so worth it once you get past those 5 years. Yeah, I'm going to cosmetology in high school, and I'm going to go to a trade school. Okay. I'm telling you, I got my 4-year degree in public relations, and I'm very thankful because it showed me the communication side of things. And of course, with me using YouTube, there are a lot of things that I learned back in the day that I can put forward with the channel. But I wish that I would have gone to cosmetology school like right out of high school, but I actually told my mom that that's what I wanted to do, and she said that I wouldn't make money at it. She probably doesn't remember that, and not that I'm gonna hold her to it. But yeah, she had a friend whenever I was in high school that did hair, and I was like, oh. After she cut my hair one time, I'm like, ooh, I think I want to do this. And she's like, no, they don't make any money. And I'll tell you a little backstory. I'm actually a 3rd-generation hairstylist, so I think that's why my mom felt that way. My grandmother and my mom were cosmetologists. They went to school together. And then my grandmother just did her friend's hair like at home. She had a chair that she created in her laundry room. And she would like perm my hair and stuff like that. But mom, she went to school, and then she was just like, I think she just did. She didn't like it. She was one of those statistics, like within the first 2 years she quit. So I think she just didn't want that for me. But then whenever I went to college, I started working at a Dillard salon, and I fell in love with it. So as soon as I got out of school, I went back, graduated with my bachelor's degree, and then I went back and got my cosmetology. So you might as well, like, if you know that you love it, just stay with it. Just go. No need to waste your money. I had a great experience, but no need to waste your money. All right. So I've been yapping my mouth. I've got these foils that look absolutely crazy, but I swear it's gonna look good. And then I have these pieces hanging out. So this is whenever I go back through and just take my brush. Do I even have, yeah, I got a little bit of lightener left. And lighten some pieces. I love to lighten like back in here, because I bet you guys can see this with, do you see this right here? That is gray. That is not a highlight. So I do like, you can kind of tell because they're coarse. See that little shiner? I'm starting to get a nice streak back here. So I like to, you can already tell I've kind of hand painted some pieces here. So I'm gonna do that again. Let's see. Try to bring this a little bit. Yep, you can see exactly where I pulled this forward and kind of did a little light weave here. So the key with me doing this up underneath is that I'm taking these and then I'm gonna back comb. Just because it's a little bit harder for me. I'm gonna paint a little bit of lightener on the foil and then set it down so it'll stay. But this is gonna help me, since I can't get to the root, this will blend better. Last time I didn't isolate this in a foil, I just hand painted it. So I do think that this, maybe by putting it in a foil, will bring it up a little bit more. Definitely want to do this right here. Holding this piece out. Let's go for a deep tease here. So by doing a deeper tease, it's going to give me more contrast. Paint a little bit on here. Set my hair on here. So I'm insulating this into a foil, but whenever I hand paint on top of my head, some of these pieces up here, because it's getting oxygen to it, it's not going to process as well as it would in a heat insulated foil like this. Let me see. I want to get highlights, but I can't afford professional. What product should I use? I have dark brown hair. Oof. Okay. I would recommend going to a beauty school. Listen to me. I sound like, oh, I can't believe I just said beauty school. I would recommend going to your local cosmetology school. Here's why. You can get, most of the time, they're going to have their professor standing there with you while the student is performing. They're not going to have somebody that has just started school doing highlights. So in my opinion, if you can't afford it, especially if you have brown hair, I would wait and just go to the cosmetology school. It's usually pennies on the dollar, so it's super cheap, but yet if something does happen, they're responsible for making it work. Because if you have, I don't know how you could have dark brown or light brown hair. And if you are trying to highlight, even if you use a cap and pull the highlights through and then, you know, put your lightener on that way, you're still, the chance of it being spotty. And also, I don't know if you've had previous color on. I would definitely recommend going to the local cosmetology school because they'll be responsible for, you know, making your hair. Let's see. You're a teenager. Yeah, you have light brown hair. Okay, me too. I'm a teen. Honestly, okay. So how did it go with your nails? I'm gonna give it a figure out. Yeah, My Life 2025. That's the biggest thing is you don't want your hair to turn orange. Um, it's just so tricky. I've been doing my hair forever, and I've been in cosmetology forever. So, you know, I know products, I know pH levels, I know all about lift. I know what I've put on my hair. So, that's why I say if you go to a cosmetology, like I think that our local cosmetology school does highlights for like $50. So, I would check out your local cosmetology school and see what they charge. I'd much rather you do that. You're basically only paying for the professional products. It may be like an additional $15, you know, to pay the school, you know, whatever. So I'd push you more towards that than giving you any recommendations on products. That's just me though. All right, guys, let me finish this up and then I'll go back and read. This side is definitely lighter, so that's good. Oh my God. Thank God that thing is empty. Man, do not get that. My golden is down there. He's like, what the hell did you just drop on me? He's used to it. Look at that. This is how good. Okay, you guys want a little tip and trick about lightener? The thicker, the quicker. My lightener is always thick. It's a thick boy. It didn't even budge. Give me just a second and I'll read what you guys are saying. Oh my God, I almost did it again. All right, I've got 2 foils down here in the bottom, and I'm just going to quickly paint this because I'm running out of time. All right. Once again, don't judge me. I know what I'm doing. You could end up spotty as shit if you do this, so don't. Do not do this at home for entertainment purposes only. I had so much coffee today. I'm a little shaky. I need to drink me some water. What is everybody doing this Saturday? Anybody have any good plans? I'm like good old mom life, just packing for our trip, doing my hair. I think we are gonna take our boat out tomorrow, which will be nice. I think last time when I kind of went to town on this side of my head, so it's not as bad. It's definitely brighter. So there's only a few little pieces that I want to hit. I honestly did not know. I have not had, even though it's only been, I think at the most 12 people watching my video. I should have done my makeup because I didn't know I was going to have this many people. Normally I'm doing a live and I'm talking to myself. So thank you guys so much for coming to my live. You've just made my little Saturday. I don't know. Now I'm like, damn, I should have put some makeup on. All right, I'm gonna do this last one again because I just feel like it's not coated enough, and then I'm gonna be done. All right, let's see, what time is it? Oh, why? Y'all, you have to see Ben. Look at that. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. He's like, what the hell do you have on your head? All right, let me take a look at this. So, I'm trying to learn by videos, but I'm going to cosmetology in trade school in the last 2 years of high school, which is fun. That will be so fun. I wish that I would have done that. Oh my God, my life 2025, you're a beautiful girl. You don't need any makeup. You're very sweet. I'm hitting 40 this year, and I've been trying to take care of my skin because I never took care of it. So you guys that are young, take care of your skin, wear sunscreen, and then put sunless tanner on your face and honestly, all over your body. Just wear sunscreen. because back in the day when I was in college, it was all about going to the tanning bed. So not great. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get off here. Thank you guys so much. You're so sweet. I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing. So I am also, I'm a hairstylist. I used to be a salon owner. Now I just own a suite. And then I am a travel agent that specializes in Disney because I'm a Disney adult and I love Disney. So we are always down there. But anyways, I'm going to put a video out today that is going to be packed with me for our next trip because we leave on Monday. And then I'm going to go live tomorrow and show you guys how I do my nails. So that'll be something really fun if you're looking at, you want to do something that's like inexpensive. These are press-ons. If you missed earlier in the live, I started doing this when I was at the Orlando Hair Show. I didn't have time to get my nails done, mom life, and I bought some press-ons from Amazon and they are lasting me longer than acrylics. So once you start doing hair, you're gonna realize like when you have your hands in all that water, acrylic starts to like really chip away from just your shampooing 50 times a day. These press-ons are lasting me. So I know that I have two different colors on right now and I have hair color all over me. I'm gonna get all that off. But anyways, I'll show you guys how to do that tomorrow. So I'll go live. It won't be as long as this video, but thank you guys so much for staying on with me and watch the cosmetology videos. And if you have any questions, you can always DM me, leave me a message. I love talking about hair. What time? I'm not sure what time I'm gonna go live. I'll give like maybe a 30-minute update like before I go live, but we will be going out on the boat tomorrow and I'm not sure how long we'll be gone, and I'll be doing it when we get back. So just stay tuned for updates. I'll post it on the channel. Okay. Yes, I'm on Central Time as well. So it's 9:25 here. It'll definitely be in the afternoon sometime. And like I said, I'll try to give you guys just like a 30-minute little, hey guys, gonna go live. And anyways, thank you. Y'all have just, you don't even know. You've made my day for coming to this live. So thank you so much. And I'll also in the channel, I think it's like maybe it's not comment section. I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, but where I can make posts, I'll post an after picture of my hair once I get it styled today. So love you guys and thank you so much for watching. Look forward to some other videos and check out my cosmetology ones. I'll see you later.